Hello, welcome to the behind the scenes of the patron of Vobes. This is the second of the behind the scenes patron of Vobes videos, starting on the 17th of June 2000, is it the 17th? I think it is, 2018. Yeah, I'm in my kitchen and I'm christening this. I don't know if it'll focus on that, let's see. Might be too close. This is a lovely mug that Wendy Waitlin gave me yesterday. She gave Julia a mug as well. We had a ride on the traction engine. If you watched last week's behind the scenes video, you'll see a clip of that. The video has yet to be edited. I'm just putting the footage onto the system. It's Sunday morning, 8:45 as I record this, and I thought I'd christen this rather delightful mug here on my behind the scenes video. I've just edited up the behind the scenes video for week 1 of this new thing for the patrons, and just wanted to say I'm using a Canon, what is it? It's a Canon 200D, the Rebel SL or something, I can't remember exactly. Anyway, I've used it for a week now. I've only charged it once and I've been doing all these videos and bits and pieces. Very impressed with the quality of the video footage. The lens is okay, could do with a slightly longer lens for the zoom for photos and things, but really for a vlogging camera I'm pretty impressed for the price. It was about 500 quid. As long as I don't drop it, as long as I don't break it, should be alright. Right. Must crack on. Well, it's, what day is it today? The 18th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 18th. It's Monday, the 18th of June. Thank you very much. This is the second of our video blogs, behind the scenes. Julia, where are we today?
We are in Parham House Gardens.
We are. We're in the walled gardens, and we've had such a fortunate thing. I have to say thanks to Cynthia Julian, who's organised this. We've spoken to Tom Brown, who is the head gardener at Parham and responsible for all this wonderful thing. We've done 2 interviews with him, 2 walks around these amazing gardens. Aren't they fantastic?
Oh, it's amazing. So beautiful. It's almost unchanged for quite a long time apparently, but yeah.
Was a monastery, and then when the house, the monastery was turned into a house and the foundation stone was laid, etc, etc, and there was a walled garden, but it's believed that these walled gardens where we were in was where the monastery and the monks and the lay people would have grown
their food and
food, and they're still growing food here. There's an orchard just around the corner.
Yeah.
So it's been, people have been growing stuff for centuries here, and that's a really evocative feeling, which is amazing.
It is lovely. It's really quirky, and
there's lots of wildlife, uncut grass.
That's right, yeah.
Microclimates.
Yeah, for the micro fauna
And the mini beasts and all of that.
That's right.
So yeah, we've had a fantastic time just going around now, taking some pictures and stuff to edit into the interview. So watch out for that one when it comes, and if you get a chance to come to Parham House and Gardens
and see the character of the place, then do, because it's brilliant. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely brilliant.
Definitely something to see.
Yeah. Hello. So what's today's date? It's the
19th.
Thank you. It's the 19th of June 2018, and we're up in my dad's attic. Corinne, my sister, is back.
Hello.
And we are going to be tidying up the attic. As you can see, it's a complete pigsty. We've been here before and spent a day going through the house looking for anything of any value, but mostly it's tat, such as knackered old record players, millions of old televisions, astronomy magazines,
a lot of speakers.
Oh, a lot of speakers.
And
CD players that don't work. Just bits of old furniture which is really tat. So that's what we got to do this afternoon. This morning we've been writing out cheques. We've been acting as the executors, writing out cheques to all the beneficiaries, which is good, so they'll all get some money. And so we've done our proper duty. We've nearly got it all done, and then the next thing is to get the house on the market and get that sold. And after we've got shot of all this junk, and obviously we've got to kick Georgie out. Georgie's not going to be too happy about that. But she's actually going to be disappearing overseas for travelling purposes and photography. So
she'll be alright, won't she?
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. So, yeah. I suppose we better get on with it then.
I think we had. There's a lot to do.
Can't delay it any longer. It's the 20th of June now, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've just recorded my Naked Englishman, which is what I do. I tend to get up between 5 and 6, upload the day's walks on YouTube and on Facebook. I have a bath, go and have breakfast, and then answer any emails and things. And then usually first thing in the morning I get on and edit up a video, or sometimes two. And I'm editing up the Zyiun Tower, which now that will go out in my time tomorrow, which is, what's today? Wednesday's today. So we've got Paul Couchman's video out today. So tomorrow is Thursday, so that'll be the first of the two walks up to Zyiun Tower on above Arundel in West Sussex. And so that's Thursday, which has been edited and is ready to go. And then Friday's video will be the second one, where we had the luck to go inside the Zyiun Tower. So very excited. Nice way to end the week, I think, that one. So, but when you see this, this goes out on Sunday. So when you see this, of course, you would have seen it. But I'm actually here now, just getting it all ready to be edited. So I haven't actually started the second part, but the first part is already here. Let me just see if I can show you part of the edit process. The house down there near Patcham. I did a walk around there, and I was trying to remember that when it was. It was probably in the. I can't really see that very well, but I can do I can do a full screen thing of it. I use a program called DaVinci Resolve, which is free. You can download that free, and it's pretty high end. It takes a bit of getting used to how it works, but seems to do it very well. Anyway, well, there you go.
The Duke did not like it.
No, the Dukes didn't like it. Anyway, so yeah, no. I'll do a video about editing and stuff another time. But anyway, so that's where I am, and that's it. Just doing some exercises. It's Wednesday, is that the 20th? I think it's the 20th today, and just keeping fit. Got to keep fit for these walks and these videos and all this exploring. Want to be particularly fit for the Forest of Dean when I'm hiking. Obviously I'm doing some upper body work at the moment, but also the legs, because I think some of these walks that I'm going to be doing next week are going to be quite grueling, quite long, possibly. I've got to carry all my gear with me, get it out, film, bung it back in, go a bit further. Not quite sure. So, yeah. Back to it, I suppose. Here we go. Hello. It's Thursday morning, a sunny morning, and I'm down on the beach here in Worthing, West Sussex. And the reason I'm here is because I'm testing out a couple of bits of equipment that I've ordered. So number one, I've got a Gorilla Pod, which is what the camera is connected to. And you probably, well, you can't see that because the camera's connected to it. And we're actually connected to a groin. I'll take a photo or something. Oh, maybe I can take a photo with my phone. I hadn't thought about that. The idea is to see if the Gorilla Pod works in the environments, the different environments. The idea is that it can connect, you know, it's got flexible legs. Let's just take a picture of of the thing. I'm not quite sure how to... This isn't... Okay, so I've taken a picture, but it's not the greatest picture because I've got the sun behind me, and the reason I did that is so that we can see a bit of the pier on here. But the idea is that these flexible legs, in this case they're on the groin on the seafront. I'm sitting on the gravel, but you could attach this to branches of trees, you could attach it to 5-bar gates, things in the countryside, because I want to use this when I'm out filming my Forest of Dean and other things, of course, and just have the flexibility. The other thing I'm testing is my new recorder, which is a field recorder called the Zoom F1, and you'll see that I have it here attached to my belt. You can't quite see, I'll have to stand up. So here's the recorder attached to my belt. Don't look at my stomach. And the microphone is here, but I'm actually recording on the microphone on the top of the camera, not on this one, because that's recording separately to this, and I haven't married them up. I could have married them up, I suppose, to give a different sound. That would have been a better test, but I've recorded my Naked Englishman, so you would have probably heard that, hopefully, assuming that the recording had come out all right. So anyway, the GorillaPod is seeming to hold the camera in the wind. Hopefully the microphone hasn't got too much wind going on it. It's got a great big baffle on there, sort of dead cat, as they call them in the trade. And we've got a bit of seaside sounds as well. So hopefully it's been a successful test. I'll catch up with you next time. Well, it's the longest day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 21st of June 2018. Richard Suggett's here. I'm here. We're standing. Where are we standing?
We're standing on the on my allotment.
Yeah.
And the rubbish end, shall we say, though, this time?
It's not quite the rubbish end, because I don't know if I can do this actually. Let's see if I can pan round. If I stood out the way, and will it bend down? I can't see. Yeah, there you can just about make out we're setting up a live show, and if I pan round here, we get back to Richard and I. Hopefully, we might have to bend down a bit there. Oh gosh,
there you go.
Sorry. We've got this. Using the GorillaPod, using a microphone stand, we've got it all rigged up. So yeah, we're all ready to go. By the time this goes out, you may have seen the show, and if you haven't seen the show, hopefully it's on YouTube as well as Facebook, assuming everything worked.
It will work. I know it will.
See you later. It's June the 22nd today. It's the day after the longest day, and I am in my car because I am going to Julia's house. Now, I can't film in Julia's house. I haven't got permission to do that. She wouldn't want me to do that. She is away in Spain, but she has 3 cats, a snake, a hamster, some fish, a bonsai tree, and I think she's got some Jerusalem strawberries. No, not Jerusalem strawberries. Oh, I can't remember the name of these funny little strawberries. Aztec strawberries? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, she has strawberries, little tiny strawberries. It's mid-June. Obviously, it's very hot at the moment. And so, I'm going over there while she's in Spain attending a wedding. If I can get out. Oh, cars coming all over the place. Come on then. And I'm going to water, feed all these things, looking after them. She's away until, I think, Monday, the day I go nice and early to the Forest of Dean. So, sugar lumps. So I'm just trying out my camera with an old camera mount I have, which I used to put my GoPro on. It's quite a substantial thing, and so in theory I should be able to drive along like this down these bumpy old roads and record a bit. as I make my way to Lancing, where she lives. She sort of lives between Lancing, I think it's called West Beach, between Lancing and Shoreham. So that's what I shall do. I've been into town and I bought two things, slowly getting myself ready for my trip to the Forest of Dean. First thing, of course, very important, have an OS map. This is, what is this, I forget what this one is, the 1/25th or 1/25,000, what have you. So, very detailed, or as detailed as I think I'm going to need it. I'm in a place called Huntly. I'm pretty certain it's called Huntly. And there's a whole load of interesting places around there. And then there's further down into the forest itself, which is actually on here. So the Forest of Dean district, there's lots of walking and stuff. So I'm about 5 or 6 miles. So I think the place I am is more in the Vale of the Wye Vale than the actual Forest of Dean, but that's fine. It's all going to be fantastic and picturesque, and I'm going to be driving about from pillar to post anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. The other thing I bought, which I mentioned in the show, was these boots, or rather shoes. They're sort of walking shoes. They're very nice. Made by a company called Brasher, founded by Chris Brasher, a man known for his many sporting achievements, including the 1956 Olympic gold medal in the 300-metre steeplechase. So there you go. Anyway, so here they are, made of leather uppers. I chose the leather uppers and all-round leather because I want them waterproof. It's not going to, I don't think it's going to rain whilst I'm away. I'm not planning on walking through mud and through puddles and things. So it's not so much that, it's in the past I found these other shoes that I've had where this bit's sort of a mesh, a sort of, I don't know, cottony mesh or nylon mesh or some such man-made fibre-y mesh, and water just goes through it and they get wet very easily, which is fine because you can dry them out, but the next day when you want to put them on they're still damp, so I just wanted waterproof ones. Right, well, I am up on Sisbury Ring. Well, I'm climbing up to Sisbury Ring, and I just thought I'd set the camera up on the Gorilla Pod to do a bit of a test to see. Now it's on a tree. You've got one trunk of a tree here, you've got a thinner trunk there, and I'm precariously balancing my precious vlogging camera on it in the hope that it will not only get me, get the view, but also stay put. It's just that little Gorilla Pod that I bought the other day, and I'm testing this out for different places, different vantages when I'm out on the Forest of Dean doing my vlogging behind the scenes bit. So, seems to be working. Let's try somewhere else. Just behind me, obviously I'm in shadow here, but just here, some horses. Quite amazing. Up on Sisbury Ring you can find these horses just grazing naturally. I think they're here to help keep the grass down, I'm not sure, but they're either horses or ponies. Can never quite work out which is which, but I've seen a whole load of beautiful wild flowers as well on my trip up here, all around the south side, looking fantastic. Whole variety of them. A beautiful orchid which I didn't manage to get a picture of, but a whole load of other ones which I went out not so long ago with Sarah and David Paul, and they had them. We were looking for them, and we named them then, but unfortunately can't remember any of their names apart from eggs and bacon, or was it sausage and eggs, one of the two. Anyway, I'll go on and do one more of these, and then I think that'll be it for this week. Well, Here we go. That's it for this week behind the scenes of the Bald Explorer. Thank you so much for watching. I've reached the trig point. You can't see this, but that's what the camera is balancing on, which is a great thing. We get a few views behind me, mainly of a tree, which looks like a sycamore tree. Anyway, I'm going to be away on my trip to the Forest of Dean, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be very exciting, and I hope that I will be able to upload some bits and pieces whilst I'm away, which will be great, but if not, I'll certainly have the stuff for when I come back. So, sorry there may not be any Vobe shows that I'm doing, but thank you for watching, thank you for being a patron, and I'll see you next time. Till then, keep watching. Thanks very much for your patronage. Bye for now.